Hello, everybody. Today we are going to talk about 8085 microprocessor architecture and the registers and other things. Okay, registers are just made out of flip flops. Okay, so timing circuitry comes in, and you have what are called registers. And today we are going to talk specifically about tri state and buffer. What is this tri state and buffer? That we have to know. Okay, this is very crucial if you want to do any kind of circuitry. Okay, what is a tri-state, what is a buffer, and things like that. Okay, tri-state and buffer is most critically used in anything. Okay, whether for piezoelectric crystals or logic devices or everything is built around two things. One is a buffer, another one is a tri-state device. Okay, what is a tri-state device? Tri-state device is a transistor. They are called transistors. Okay, transistors are kind of devices which allow current to pass through in one direction, something like a tap. Okay, if you open the tap, the water flows through one direction. Then after that you close the tap, the water doesn't flow through. Okay, that's all. Okay, so you turn on the tap, turn off the tap. Okay, they're like that, like just like a switch. But except that switch is a kind of like it is actually a two-state kind of devices. But what happens is tri-state is basically you can control the thing. Okay, controlled by a third variable. Using the third variable, you can make the current to flow through a wire, or you don't have to make the current to flow through a wire. So basically, a tri-state device is a kind of switch, but it has got three states. Okay, three variables instead of two, you have three. Okay, but if you connect them in parallel or you connect them in serial, okay, there are two variations which you can connect the tri-state device, or you can make it as a kind of circular loop and other things. Okay, so what does a tri-state device look like? Tri-state device looks like somewhat like this. Okay, this is called a tri-state device. If we look at it, it has got a triangular kind of structure, and it's got one endpoint and another endpoint like that. Okay, so the water current can flow through like this from this side to the other side. Okay, and then you have right in the middle, you have what is the other thing. Okay, so this is a buffer. Okay, sorry, that's a buffer. Okay, this is the kind of tri-state device. Okay, when you have flow of current on this side, immediately the current flows out on the other side, and whatever current is given here is what is going out on the other direction. This is called a tri-state buffer. Okay, tri-state buffers are very useful, and you can do so many things with that. Okay, let's see one of the tri-state device how it works. Okay, now I'm going to force this one to connect this one. Okay, now I connected this one. Okay, now what happens? The current is flowing through. Okay, I disconnect this one. Okay, wait, I disconnect this one. Okay, now what happens? Whenever the current is flowing on this side, immediately the pulse is sent from this side, and then you have current flowing on the other side. Okay, now take out this also. So what happens? Current is flowing from this side, and you give a positive voltage on this side. Then you have a positive voltage on the other side, which you can connect to any other kind of devices like this. Okay. Once you have the things, then you can connect to this kind of things, and then it can just go through the buffer kind of thing and then come out. Okay. So this is a kind of tri-state device. Okay. What is the use of tri-state device? Tri-state device is the only thing which is completely the architecture of any kind of AND gate or gate, circuitry, everything comes under a straight edge device. It's called a transistor or something like that. Okay. Now, what we can get a straight edge device from somewhere from here. Okay, this is called a tri-state device. Okay, now I've added a tri-state device here. So this is a tri-state device. Now what are the things you can do with this? Okay, let's check out what are the things you can do with the tri-state device. Now I'm giving a switch on and this thing, another switch. Okay, this is basically what a tri-state device is. Okay, so now you go on connect this one here, and then you take and drag this here, and then connect a bulb here, and then you drag this and you take it up here, and then connect a bulb here. That's all. Okay, so when you switch it on, let's check in whether it is working. So when you switch it on, the current is just on one side of the transistor and doesn't flow to the other side of the bulb. Okay, now you can control the current of the bulb to switch it on and off based on what you give, whether you force it on, so immediately the current comes in and you can control the particular bulb. The output is controlled by the central switch. Okay, the output is controlled by the central switch, and this is what basically a tri-state device does. Once you switch off, there is nothing in there, and then you turn on and turn off. Even if they force the thing, whatever, if it is 0 in this side, then you get a 0 on the other side. Okay, so if you have a 1 on this side, then immediately you get a 1 on the other side. Okay, so if the switch is on but still the bulb is not going, so because it is 0 voltage, so this is called a tri-state. So it is a kind of AND circuitry. When both the things are on, you get outside the current. Okay, so this is how AND circuitry works. Okay, similarly AND can be connected. AND is basically a tri-state device which is like this one connected, except that if you have both the switch on, then immediately the current comes out. The AND circuit is like this. So basic AND circuit, if we take, this is what the AND circuit does. Okay, so I do the same thing here. I do the same thing here. Okay, the AND circuit also will perform the same kind of thing. It's just basically an AND circuit kind of thing. The transistor is a kind of AND circuit kind of thing. Let's see what happens. I switch it on, it doesn't glow. I switch it on, then both the lights glow. See? So transistor is basically an AND kind of circuit, okay? But AND circuit is derived from this tri-state buffer basically. This is called a tri-state buffer which will do the AND circuitry. So AND circuitry is basically inside of an AND circuitry is what is called a tri-state buffer. Okay. Now what I am going to do, I am going to take the same tri-state buffer and connect them parallelly or serially depending on what is the kind of things you want. 1, 2. Okay. Now I have connected two of those devices and I am connecting them in serial. Okay. So either you connect the tri-state device in serial or in parallel. Okay. Here I am going to try one of the things where you can connect it in serial. Now I go check it here. Okay, turn it on, nothing happens. Turn it on, nothing happens. Okay. So what happens? The current is not flowing through in any one of those directions. Okay. Because I have not given the thing circuitry, then it is not coming in. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on this. Okay. In the center. So now I've come up with a tri-state device which has got another kind of circuitry. Okay, I have both the switch on. Okay, have both the switch on, nothing comes in. Okay, both the switch on, nothing comes in. Okay, now I both the switch off. I turn on this one and turn any one of the things. I turn on this, the light comes up. Okay, I turn on this, the light comes up. So this is a kind of R circuitry. Okay, this is a kind of R circuitry. So this is R. Okay, R gate. Okay, either you turn on this, immediately the current comes, bulb goes in, and this is also. So what happens is this is a kind of R circuit which comes in. Okay, so this is the same thing done by R circuit. Okay, let's see what is R does. Okay, where is R? Okay, here. Okay, so this is the basic thing of an R circuitry. Whether you have this or this is the basic kind of circuit. So using a transistor, you can build an, first thing we saw how to build an AND gate with a transistor. The transistor is alone and you can just turn it on and then off, which is an AND circuit. Okay, now we are connecting them in parallel, or a kind of like a center point kind of thing. Then you have what is called an R circuitry. How an R circuitry works, either you turn on this, immediately both the bulbs go on. See, so the R circuitry also is the same thing. Okay, either you turn on this, you turn on this, you turn on this, then the other one goes on. So any one of the conditions, in any one of the conditions, the bulb goes on. Okay, if both the things are off, then the bulb doesn't go on. If both the things are on, also the current comes up. This is an R circuitry. Okay, basically using a tri-state device, you have built an R circuitry. Okay, that's all. Okay, so now you know how to build an R circuitry and circuitry and other things using a tri-state device. So if you want to, so basically a tri-state device, whether you connect them in serial or parallel, so that gives in what is called a transistor. So all AND gates, OR gates, exclusive OR gates, NOT gates, all the different kinds of gates and states and other exclusive ORs, and all the different kinds of logical elements can be built with what is called this tri-state. Okay, buffer is also a kind of tri-state device, which is a two-state device. But what happens is if you take the center one out, then you have what is called a two-state device. Okay, where it is a kind of loop that is created. Okay, let's see how a buffer is done. Okay, so I got two tri-state device. I just connect them. So now I given another one like this. Okay, so now I switch on the things and see what happens. Okay, now I switch it on, immediately the bulb comes up. How it comes up? Because it is a kind of uh, it's a kind of buffer. Okay, it acts like a buffer. Okay, so these two transistors can be used to act like a buffer. Okay, now if you want to do a NOT of this, what happens? If you take the input of this and then give the output of this, then that is called a NOT circuit. Okay, NOT circuit. How do you create a NOT circuit? So you know how a buffer works. Okay, you take two things in parallel, serial, and then you connect short circuit the things to the center. Then you get what is called a buffer element. So first we saw R circuit and circuit. Tri-state divide, how it can be used as an AND circuit. Then you saw the tri-state divide, how it can be used as an OR circuit. And now you are seeing that tri-state divide, how it can be used as a buffer. So tri-state device is the one which is used, it's a transistor which is used in all kinds of circuitry. When any computer or anything you take, it's all filled with transistors, that's all. Okay, so you don't have anything in there. Registers are filled with transistors. If you see circuitry, they are all filled with transistors, except that a few dot kind of things which are connecting elements. The wires and other things are all just kind of dot. Okay, which are just connecting elements. Okay, so once you have the, so you can capacity also, voltage capacity. Okay, if you want to do a capacity builder, so you arrange them in serial as a kind of buffer here. See, I've arranged them a kind of buffer. Okay, this is the buffer element. Okay, so you connect in series a set of buffers. Once you connect a series set of buffers, then that acts as a storage device. So battery is nothing but a set of buffers. Okay, which are connected in serial. Okay, so if you want to define what is a battery, then it is actually a set of buffers connected in series. So depending on how much it is connected, how far it is connected, the battery, it's a voltage. Okay, voltage regulator or voltage supply. Supply voltage is nothing but you have number of batteries. The DC voltage is coming. So if you want to see that, let's see this how the timing works. Okay, see how the timing works. Okay, let's check in what are the thing. Okay, so if you see the bulb, there's a small delay. If you see for between the first bulb and the second bulb, okay, it takes a small difference in kind of timing. Okay, the small difference in timing is created by the serial buffer like this. Okay, which are connected serially. Okay, like this. So many buffers are connected serially. Then you get a small delay in the timer. Okay, this is how a timer delay is given. How to create a delay in timer? If we connect the buffers in serial, serial, then you get a delay in timer. Okay. Now, so a timer is also like this. Crystals, when you are actually crystals are built out of this buffer zone plus tri-state device zone. Okay, tri-state device zone is where you get all the semiconductor properties, transistor properties, and timing control is usually by piezoelectric crystals. Okay, piezoelectric crystals are nothing but timing crystals, which are actually a set of buffers like this. Okay, connected, which are serially connected. And once you have those things, they give a delay based on how fast it can generate current or electricity. Okay, so most of the things are just done by one particular thing. I told you this is the tri-state device. Okay, this is the basic circuitry of a tri-state device. Okay, this controls timing, it controls battery, it controls voltage storage, it controls circuit connection, different kinds of connections you can make serially or parallelly depending all kinds of logical things like exclusive and it also acts as an additional operator depending on how we connect the three tri-state device. So buffer is also somewhat like that. Okay, the buffer is I told you. Okay, the buffer is somewhat like this. Okay, a not gate is also, you can make a not gate out of this also. Okay, so whenever the voltage is high, then it is comes in, and opposite of not, whenever there is a input high, then you get a low voltage on the other end. When there is a low voltage, you get a high voltage on the other end. So this is a simple NOT circuit. Okay, this is the NOT circuit. Okay, now this is a NOT circuit which has simple high voltage or low voltage depending on the things. Now whatever be the input, you have always a high voltage here. Now if you want a low voltage, then what I do is connect to this. Okay, so now I turn it on, immediately it gives a low voltage. Okay, see, it has gone into low voltage thing. Okay, now this is somewhat similar to this. Okay, now how do you give a high voltage and low voltage to a NOT device? So not circuitry is just opposite of whatever input is given, it just gives the output. Say here I have given 1, the other side is 0. Now I switch it off, I have given a 0, the other side is 1. So NOT is just turning on and turning off. It's a reverse direction of a it's somewhat like a tap which is on the reverse direction. Okay, that's all. So basically, you have to understand what is a tri-state device, and using tri-state device, you can build almost any kind of circuitry: AND gate, OR gate, exclusive NOR gate, different kinds of gates you can create using tri-states: AND, OR, NAND, NOR, XOR, buffer, XNOR, and NOT. Okay, these are the basic circuitries you can create using tri-state device. Okay, so you have to be thoroughly understand, have a thorough understanding this tri-state device. Okay, so for any people who want to build the circuitry and other things, if they don't understand okay how to do a BCD using a tri-state device, you can build almost like say you have a BCD element here. Okay, say you want a D flip flop to be built. Okay, this D flip flop can be built using a tri-state device. Okay, using a tri-state device, this D flip flop can be built. Okay, so now we have to know how to build these things using a tri-state device and a buffer, and build a some kind of flip flop like this D latch, you can build almost everything. Okay, you can build a SR flip flop, a D flip flop, SR flip flop, T flip flop, SR latch. All these things can be built by this tri-state device, including the binary coded decimal LEDs and other things also can be built by. PAL is also a huge number of tri-state devices. Okay, it is a cluster of tri-state device. That's all. So PAL and other things are all a cluster of tri-state device. Okay. Now MUX and DMUX is a kind of thing which is also a kind of tri-state device. Okay, so don't think MUX is a kind of different kind of MUX can be built using a tri-state way. Transistor, with transistors you can build almost any kind of circuitry. Okay, circuitry in the side controlled kind of circuitry. Okay, voltage regulators also can be built by tri-state devices. Multiplexers can be built by tri-state devices. Logical gates circuitry like AND OR, exclusive OR, and timing circuitry can be also created by tri-state device. So this is a basic thing which you have to understand. Okay, this is a basic tri-state device which you have to understand. Once you know how to use a tri-state device, almost it's just like a transistor. And once you know how a transistor works, you can build almost any kind of circuitry, the timing circuitry, the mux circuitry, the demux circuitry, and the PAL, the gate, the EEPROM, and other things, LEDs, the flip flops, everything can be built using that. Even the generators can be built using a tri-state device. Okay, using a just a voltage and high voltage and low voltage, and or everything, all these logical circuits also can be built using a tri-state device. Okay, so today we saw how a tri-state device works and what is the basic, that is the basic transistor, that is the basic thing of any circuitry within your computer, your bus circuit architecture, everything comes under this category. Okay, that's all for today.